Okay, hi guys. Sorry I missed you today. Hopefully this will be kind of a quick lesson for you guys. But what you want to do is take the notes that you have from the substitute on section 7.5 and you want to try to fill out the properties that you see for the empty boxes. So let's give yourselves about, sub can stop the video here and see if you can look in the book and see if you can fill out the properties for the product, quotient, and powers. And let's say if you can put the video back on maybe in about 5 minutes, maybe even 7 minutes, that'll be great. See you soon. Okay, so if you filled out the first property, you'll find out that it says log base b of any number being multiplied, m times n, can be written as a expanded form that looks like log base b of m plus log base b of n. These are properties based on exponents. If you remember, if you have two bases that you're multiplying with two different exponents, remember you can always add them. So that kind of has that relationship with this one, because remember, logs are exponents. Okay, so if I have something like a here, what I can do is expand it. Knowing that 5 and y are products, I could rewrite this as log base 4 of 5 plus log base 4 of y. This comes in handy when you actually have to calculate out logs if you don't have a base other than 10, but also other calculations too, okay? But again, we're just going to practice going from expanded form to condensed form, or the simplified form. So right now, for today, we'll talk about expanded, okay? All right, so taking a look at B here, again, it says log base 9 of 7z. Now this one I notice is being multiplied. So again, I can rewrite this as log base 9 of 7 plus log base 9 of z. And likewise with the last one right here, since I'm running out of space, I'll go ahead and write it on the bottom. Again, notice that the log number here is being multiplied, so we can rewrite it as log base 7 of 3 plus log base 7 of x. Okay, since this is on YouTube, it'll be up there, so you can copy this if you didn't have time to do so in class. Okay, all right. Okay, moving on here. So again, if you have log base b of m divided by n, remember going back to exponents, okay? We remember that if you have same bases that are being divided, we know that we just have to take the top exponent and minus the bottom exponent. So this follows that particular idea. So in this case, if you have a number of a log here that's being divided, you could separate them by writing a minus sign in between. Okay, so looking at this first example here, again, I notice that the log number here is actually being divided. So this is going to be, this can be written as log base 2 of y minus log base 2 of 5. And always it's the top one minus the bottom one. Likewise with b, this will be log base 8 of x minus log base 8 of 6. And for the last one here, this would be log base 6 of t minus log base b, log base 6 of 5, okay? And for the last one, if you actually have a power, okay, with the number of the log you're looking for, what we can do is rewrite this one into the front of the log. So basically you're multiplying that particular number. And again, it's kind of based on, you know, having a exponent back to back, and we normally multiply it. And so that's why we're just putting it in front of the log, okay? So taking a look at the next one here, if I go ahead and try to expand this guy here, this one here, although log base 2 of x can't be, you can't do anything more with that, you could put the 3 in front of it. So this would become 3 log base of 2 of x. Looking at the next one, again, the 4 is the exponent to the log of that number, so we can rewrite it as 4 log base of 8y, and then this one here would be 1/2 log base 6 of x. Okay, so we're going to go look at the examples that are on the sheet. I will be posting up the answers to the back of this worksheet on the website. Okay, so go ahead and refer to that if you need to double check them. But for this first one right here, we're going to start mixing up those three properties, okay? So if I have something like this, the first thing I'm going to look for is to see whether or not I can expand it by adding them or subtracting them. That's the first thing I'm going to do. So looking at this one here, I notice that the log numbers here are being multiplied, okay? So I'm going to separate that first by doing the product property here. So log base 2, always keep the base there, x to the 7th plus log base 2 of y to the 3rd. Now check each individual logs, okay? So again, this base here has an x, but it has an exponent, so we want to put that to the front, okay? And again, you're just going to be using these three properties to expand the log. Again, for this one, 3 is an exponent, so we'll put the 3 here. And let's see, to the, log base 2 of y, and this will be your final answer to this problem. Okay, a little ways down, here's another one. If I take a look at this, they want me to expand it, okay? Again, I notice the first thing I'm going to tackle is to see things that I can multiply, I can add or subtract. So in this case, because there's a division line, I'm going to tackle that one first, okay? So I'm going to rewrite this as log q squared r to the 6th, so it's the top one, right, top one, minus the one on the bottom, okay? And again, right, log t to the 4th. Remember, if there's no base to the log, it's automatically 10, okay? Then I'm going to look at each log. So for this one, I notice that these two have different bases, okay? So I can split that up even further by writing log q squared plus log r to the 6th minus log t to the 4th. And I'm going to rewrite that so I don't lose anything. And again, looking at each one of these guys here, they all have exponents. So following the last rule, I will put that in front of the log. So then it's 2 log q plus 6 log r minus 4 log t. And that would be your answer to this problem. So there'll also be some evaluating problems here. Now typically you can use a table, most likely on the test that will happen. And if it says to evaluate, they actually want you to give the actual numerical approximation to this thing, okay? So again, if you notice, they actually gave you the decimal version of log base 5 of 4 and log base 5 of 9. But that's not particularly 4/9, okay? So we can actually calculate this out if we can actually use our log properties by expanding it, okay? So again, I notice that this is being divided, so I can rewrite this as log base 5 of 4 minus log base 5 of 9. And again, according to the chart, we do have the decimal value of this one, which is 0.861. And again, we do have this one given to us, which is 1.365. So if we simply subtract those, that's going to give me negative 0.504, which is the answer to this problem, okay? So your homework will be based on these types of problems here, okay? Again, do the best you can with these guys right here, and I will post this online, okay? So on the teacher website, okay? It'll be under the folder that says Chapter 7, okay? But again, you can work with each other on this one to see if you understand the concepts, but you can go ahead and start on your homework. That's on page 510, and you want to do 3 to 22 all, okay? And hope to see you guys soon. Bye.